Love, peace, and light, everybody. My name is King Gregory 444. I just got out, got a good skate in this morning. I'm handing out to him some business, do my shadow work. I was just looking up at the moon. Even though the sun is shining behind me, the moon is out in front of me. That's an awesome thing.
Attention motorists, portion of the Frost Island Parkway
anyway,
shut down for
I'm about to go out,
hours,
handle some business,
Saturday,
and just meditate, love life, do my shadow work. Shadow work is an everyday process. It's when you go into the deepest, darkest recesses of your mind and your soul, and you take a look at yourself, and work on those parts of you that you don't like, those things that you see in other people that bother you, that's really a reflection of yourself. Those little spaz and outbursts that you have when you're not paying attention, trying to put your best self forward. Your shadow self comes out, causes you to step on your own toes. But I found out about shadow work when I was in college, and they spoke about Jungian shadow work. Carl Jung, it's like a Jungian school of thought, spelled Junj. Pronounced Jung, but I came across it again about a year ago when I met a young lady, and my life was kind of upside down. I was in a toxic relationship, and it made me toxic, and things were going left. And my friend looked at me one day, and she was like, "You have to do your shadow work." I didn't remember what it was at the time because I had been in college in like a year or so, and I'm like, "Shadow work, what's that?" So I started to study. She sent me some links, and I checked them out, and I got reacquainted with doing shadow work. I started to look at the parts of myself that I didn't like, the angry parts, the guy that likes to have these little emotional outbursts, tirades, the things that people go through when they have nervous breakdowns and don't have the proper coping mechanism skills. But I made it through that. She was by my side every step of the way, and she told me in the beginning of this process that what you're feeling is not your feelings. I know who you are. You just have to remember who you are. And when you wake up, you're going to remember that you're a king, that you're royalty, that you love, you peace, you light. You're going to see that there's people around you that love you, that care about you, want to see you do good. Those feelings that you're feeling are not your own, And at the time, I had no idea what the hell she was talking about. I'm not going to lie. I was like, yeah, okay, it sounded good and it made me feel better at the time. But when I finally woke up and remembered who I was, the first person I saw was myself, because I love me. Then I saw her daughter, my cousins, my little brother, certain members of the community, So it's not an easy journey doing your shadow work, because it's going to cause you to have to deal with people, places, and things that you don't like. You feel me? Everybody was talking about the serenity prayer. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom of the difference.
Hello, everyone.
It's a real prayer.
Federal law requires all customers to wear a mask inside.
You have to know the
enclosed
differences
station
between
buildings
the two.
and onboard trains.
You have to have
even
the
if
power
you're
of
fully
discernment. You have to
vaccinated.
have patience.
Thank you
because
for wearing your
if
mask.
you go around trying to change things that you can't, like things outside of yourself, you're gonna have a hard way to go. The real enemy is the INNER hyphen ME, the inner me, not the ENEMY, the enemy with an E, which is the outer me. That's how my personal belief. I believe we was put under spells or whatever. Starting from a young age in schools, they call them synonyms, homonyms, and all of that. Words that sound the same have different meanings. Words that have different meanings. Whatever. But you get what I'm saying. So it's up to us to break those spells. Like, I don't say good morning when I wake up, because morning, MORNING, it sounds like morning, NOURING. So if you spell a spell correctly, it's gonna work. But if you spell it wrong but pronounce it correctly, it's still gonna work because of the pronunciation. That's why it's called spelling. Sounds and vibrations travel through the air to cause a reaction. So when you tell someone good morning, it's like you're setting them up for a day of sorrow and suffering. Like when you're mourning the dead. So I don't say good morning, I say grand rising, you know? I don't fight the enemies, which is the enemies with an E. I fight the enemy, which is the real enemy with an E, with an I, the enemy. You know, you have to find the spells that we would put under and start to break them. You have to do your own shadow work. You know, this is a method that works for me. Everyone, you know, we headed to the same destination, but we may not take the same road. We all going to Florida, we driving, but we're not all gonna get there at the same time. You have family in North Carolina, I might have family in Georgia. The roads and the stops are gonna be different, but the destination is the same. So you have to find what works for you and do your shadow work, you know, to be there for yourself and your family and your community, because it starts with you. And that brings me back to serenity prayer. Accept the things you cannot change. That's the things outside of you, you know? And the courage to change the things I can is the things within you, you know? I read a long time ago that a master can control anyone, but a true master controls himself. And that's what we're here to do. Find a way to control ourselves so we can uplift our communities and our people, because, you know, these spiritual awakenings that I've been going through, very uncomfortable, very real. But you have to, like my friend told me, you know, you have to approach it from a place in love and not fear, because when you approach it from a place of fear, it's very uncomfortable, you know? With that, I'm gonna say peace, love, peace, and light, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate y'all. Later.